Everything is infiltrated today. So it's very difficult for people with good intentions to keep the good intentions clear, because the people with good intentions sometimes are very idealistic, very naive. And then when someone else says, hey, I have good intentions just like yours, the person is relieved, they accept the help, and they do not realize this is an infiltrator. Every organization at some point or another that wants to become something has been either spied on, infiltrated. So all of these movements on a political level are pure chaos. There's no such thing as a separation of parties, because they are all run behind the scenes by all the people basically in your political structure are members of secret societies. They have been for centuries, for millennia. You may think, oh, look, I've read this book by this author and this author from the 1800s or the 1900s. And let's say that the people who got published were the members of secret societies. On the outside, one may have been a Darwinist, another one has been creationist, another one an artist, another one an astronomer, and looking like they would never cavort, but they all belong to the same organization. And it is that organization that is a part of, let's say, a facet of larger organizations, and when the orders come down, you do it or you are killed. Because that's the vow, or the, what do you call it, just the vow, or the, whatever they take when they join. Do you understand? Initiation, yes. Oath is the word they're looking for. So when you are looking at politics, it's only been set up to look like, oh, there's a third party maybe that may help, whether it's green or tea or orchid, and there's the Democrats and the Republicans, and this one is this, and this one is this. They're all controlled. So do not expect anything but chaos and decay coming from a rotten body. You follow? Yes. That's the truth. We don't take sides. We are saying across the world, your politics are rotten to the core. So expect that there will be, let's say, scandals that will catch up with people that they cannot control. We have said if you want to watch a political figure of interest that will demonstrate over the next, for certainly this summer, it would be that's playing out the astrology on his son. It would be the Prince William of England. He was born at 0 degrees Cancer, or the summer solstice, when the sun is at the height in the northern hemisphere of its journey. That birth is often planned by, and a forced birth has occurred throughout history for planetary leaders to be born at the height of the sun. All right? Now, he will be having 0 degrees Cancer, Pluto opposite his sun, and everything else squaring it opposite. He will be someone you can watch to see how the energies play out. All right? And you'll look in the papers, sometimes in June they'll tell you whose birthdays here and there, but watch for those people that have birthdays, yourself, family members, within a few days of the winter solstice, December, 21st or some such, June 21st, around then, summer solstice, and then the spring equinoxes. And they vary from the 21st, 22nd, sometimes up to the 23rd, depending upon whatever. Which people within a few days before and after those times will really be having a transformative year. Really transformative. Questions?
Pease, you talked about transformational, and what came to my mind was Facebook, this new big thing that's going on in the world.
Facebook.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could comment on that.
It's a voluntary spy organization. It's voluntary surveillance. In other words, you volunteer to put every absurdity about yourself on there, and supposedly, unless all this stuff gets cooked and fried, all those people are cooked and fried for life. Think about each of you with a little bit of humility here. How many things you are grateful for that you did not grow up in a Facebook overexposed society? Yay, yes? All right. Was that freedom or what? Do you realize on another level what young people think is freedom? The ability to get in touch with each other in the middle of the night and tell each other every exclamation point, every body function, everything at every time. They think that's freedom. They have been convinced that black is white. This is 1984 to the extreme, the surveillance. And these people have volunteered for surveillance. And unfortunately, this is functional insanity. And they will be very, very sorry later on. And so in that sorrow, they may create some sort of new strivings of freedom to destroy it all. You know, here's the thing about being young. You get older, right? And what happens when you get older? You get wiser, you get smarter in ways that you could never have imagined. And so in this way, it has become an exhibition society. Because people can post things, they do more and more outrageous things. Do you understand? And so now they have to kill people to get some kind of thrill. Your society in many ways is making a very sad statement. The children are. They are highly, highly, highly disturbed and dysfunctional. And so if as people you can understand that it is not just Facebook, but it is all the speedy electronics that are destroying the world of meaning for these children. If you can hold that with compassion, you are creators of reality. You may be able to shake the system in big ways that the system never expected. Just be prepared. Do you understand? Cover your own bases. Realize that there may be scarcities, there may be changes. Just be prepared and ask for inner guidance from the parts of yourself, whether higher self, inner self, whatever. There are selves that know and that want to help you. Rely on them and say, what would it be good for me to prepare, how and for? And do it. Because the sound, the inner communication is going to be stronger than ever. If you have loved ones on the other side, whether they went long time ago or a few days ago, this is the time when over the next many years there will be much greater advice, guidance, etc. by friends and family who love you. This is the spiritualization of matter and humanity in the largest of terms. To realize that yes, you live in separate worlds, but those spirit worlds are real, they hold loving beings, and they hold very disturbed and hurtful beings. The only way you are going to live, let's say, on into a future that is viable is to recognize this. Some societies want to banish those disturbed beings. But you know, the nanosecond, as we said, is all about healing. And so all those disturbed beings that then disturb humans, they're all traumatized. They're all lost. They're as lost as the people on earth demonstrate their own confusion. So in your generosity, send a prayer in that direction and ask the higher forces or the bigger guys or the beings way beyond you, say, listen, if I'm taking care of this stuff down here, how about helping out and taking care of that stuff up there? You are the big invisible good guys. Get rid of the big invisible bad guys. Wipe them out. And they'll say to you, well, you know, as above, so below. As above, so below, so above. So you've got to demonstrate you want it, and then we'll clear it up, you know. Have some fun with it. And yet stay as sane and centered and grounded in your body as you can. Eat well. Be present, socialize, keep your mind stimulated, learn new talents. This is a summer to follow those inner impulses, not to run naked down the neighborhood or to do anything that is like too frisky and risky. Do you understand? We want you to be frisky and risky, but separated. Frisky one day a little bit, thinking about risky, taking a risk that is reasonable. And spontaneous risks, you're going to want to be driven to them. And if they are financial, just say, what do you think the P's would say about this? We'd say, no, no, no. Financial risky schemes that sound good probably will not be. Do you understand? So any kind of financial risky, great ideas you want to take, run it by a few people.